Hey guys, James Phillips here. Brian Hill's with me as always. We're at Green Top in Dora, and this is our weekly preview show. Brian, we've got a huge matchup between Dora and Corner. It's the county line clash. It's going to be a big game. Both teams need a win on Friday night.
It's going to be a classic. It's got a lot of implications on the line, and I'm expecting to see a very good ball game.
Hey, we're going to go straight into talking to the different coaches and the players. I'm ready to get this thing rolling because I know at the end of the show I'll get to eat some wings or I'll get to eat some barbecue.
Yeah.
So when we come back, it'll be me talking to Coach Clemons from Corner, and then Brian will talk to Coach Lockhart from Dora, and then at the end of the show we'll give you all of our picks for this week's high school football games. So we'll be back in just a moment with the Corner coach and players. Welcome in, guys. James Phillips, we're back, and now we're joined by Corner's head coach and his players he's brought today. Coach, if you want to just introduce yourself and also introduce who you brought today.
I'm John Clemons. I'm the head football coach at Corner High School. Abram Tavel, defensive end. Chandler Brakefield, a wide receiver for us, and Lane Gilchrist, outside linebacker, and our kicker.
Well, Coach Clemons, we've talked about you guys throughout the season and have gotten to see you a couple times. It's been a tough road for y'all injury-wise. Just tell us kind of how the season's progressed so far and how important this game coming up is against Dora.
Beginning of the year, we got a road win at a really good Northside team, a team that had gotten us at the beginning of last year. So I thought that was a really good step for us. Got Oak Grove at home, did what we were supposed to do there. Lost a couple guys during that game to injury. Then we went to Russellville up at their place. I thought we were kind of in the game, then another injury or two, and it kind of knocks us out. And then we play Jasper at home. We kind of get overmatched a little bit. And then we go to Hamilton for a pretty key region game. Played hard, played tough. Kids did what they could do. We just kind of fell on the short end of it. This one coming in after an off week where I feel like we were trying to get guys to learn new positions because we've lost guys at certain spots. It's like I told you, it's kind of like spring training again, trying to teach people the smaller aspects of the game that, usually at week 5 and going into week 6, you shouldn't have to be doing that. But we did, and we used it as a week to kind of get healthy and get some guys in some new spots, and I think that kind of helped us. Dora's had an off week too. I know they've kind of battled some injuries too at the same time. I think they're getting some of their guys back. I can't say the same for us, but you got to play the game. I think our kids are excited about the game. We won last year and having a little confidence going into this year. Should be a pretty good Friday night.
When you talk about the injuries, most of you guys' injuries have been to skill positions, and so you're at like number 4 on the depth chart at running back and a few other positions where like you said, people are learning how to play and learning those positions.
Yeah, and that's tough. It's tough because I think going into this season, I felt like we had something really special, and I feel like something really special is still left out there. That the guys that we got on board with us right now, I think they're all kind of pushing towards the same goal. And sometimes when you face a little adversity, it kind of brings everybody together a little closer. And I'm not saying getting people hurt is something we needed, but I am saying that a few people going down has kind of brought us a little closer together as a team. And it's made it a little more fun to coach too, to be honest with you, because they show up with that mentality of that just workman, bring your lunchbox and your hard hat and let's go to work, and it makes it a good day.
Right. Well, and you talked about the bye week. It kind of fell right there in the middle. So you've still got an entire half a season left to play.
Absolutely.
There's a lot out there to play for. But this game is going to be a big game with Dora. It's a region game and it's a rivalry. Yeah. How do you look to a game like that?
Well, they've heard me say it too many times, and they're probably tired of hearing me say it. It's still not a real good rivalry yet, in my opinion, because it's so lopsided. A lot of W's on their side and a lot of L's on our side. We got a W last year, and that's great and wonderful, but they're going to bring it again. We go to their place this time. They play really good there. They're confident there. And we better show it with our A game, because at this point we have no room for error.
Right.
So I think we show up and do what we're supposed to do, and we'll just see where the chips fall.
Well, and people may notice we've got the trophy here. You guys won this last year, and the first time it was given away. It's the County Line Clash Trophy, and we're at Green Top today. And they kind of brought this into existence. So what can you say about that?
I appreciate Tony and his people and everything they do for us. You know, they support us full-heartedly. I know his kid goes to Dora, but he never turns us down for help, and that's good. Communities like this need places like this. We can't thank them enough.
Right. So, and you want to hang on to this year, right?
It'd be nice to bring it back again. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. So what do y'all think? I mean, you guys, Dora and Corner, you're 6 miles apart, and so you've known each other for years. What is this game? How is it different from other games throughout the season?
Go ahead, Chandler. Go ahead.
He's jumping at saying something, right?
Yeah, pretty much your whole life you've been playing against the same kids. You know them. That does bring a little something to it. Like it's like playing your brother outside in the yard. Like you just want to win that much more, knowing them. Just brings more intensity. I think the fans are more into it, knowing everybody, and it's. I mean, like they said, 6 miles apart. It's a 10-minute drive for an away game. I think it's just going to be a lot more exciting, a lot more intense.
Right. Anybody else?
Well, this is my first year at Corner, and I've heard everything. Dora, that's the biggest rivalry of the year for us. So we just got to bring it, and we'll hopefully have success.
There you go. How about you?
We just got to come in there with a good mentality and just show what we've been working for.
Right. Well, and adding on what you're saying about a good mentality, how do y'all keep your heads up after, going through the injuries that the team has gone through and having to learn new positions and doing things like that? How do you guys stay focused and keep your head up?
Chandler.
As an older guy, a senior at practice is where most of it comes into play because like seeing guys go from 1 week they're playing DB and that's all they're worried about and they're learning coverages, and the next week they're going to have to play on Fridays and they got to be put in like we need them. Just keeping everybody focused, keeping the practice intense, and then like we still have to play Friday. We still have a team. We got what we have. We're not trying to worry about who's hurt, who's not hurt. Just everybody who's here, get ready for it, and we'll be fine.
Do you guys, and Coach, you can answer this too, do you all feel a sense of urgency about this game since you've dropped to 0-3 in the region? You want to get that region win, I'm sure?
I feel a sense of urgency about today at 3:15 for practice.
Right.
That's the sense of urgency. The game's the game, but we got bigger things we got to look at, and we got things we got to correct from yesterday, just like we had things yesterday we had to correct from Monday. They do a really good job of understanding and being where your feet are. We got practice today. That's what we're worried about.
Right.
We got practice tomorrow, then we got the game on Friday. I think if they keep doing what they're doing and worry about what they're doing today, Friday will take care of itself.
Right. And is that you guys' philosophy too? What's your mental aspect going into practice every day?
Well, mine specifically, it's go out there and do my job every day to the best of my ability and learn how to play outside linebacker and don't let the team down and just do my job.
Right.
And just bring the same intensity every day and carry my teammates with me.
Well, to piggyback off something Coach had said earlier, you've had these injuries. Has that brought y'all closer together as a team?
Yeah, for sure. With people going down, especially skilled guys, we have new guys coming up and they got to lean on somebody, and then that's where older guys come in, or even younger guys have stepped up and just been a leader, stepped in, helped out, do what you can. It's not about you anymore.
Well, Coach, what can you say just about the community and fans and that sort of thing stepping up and backing you guys?
They're awesome. Our guys show up, whether it's on the road, whether it's at home, rivalry game, not a rivalry game, it doesn't matter. They're there. And our kids know that. And I think that's big. Last week or 2 weeks ago at Hamilton, the game was there at the end, tie ball game. That's what Friday nights are about.
Yeah.
And our fans are getting better and better and better, and I think this Friday night is going to be pretty special.
Well, and I got to see you guys against Jasper, and even though that was a lopsided game, the fans were never out of it. They were always there, and you guys it said a lot about your team that you guys never stopped fighting in that game. Y'all fought all the way until the end, and that was really impressive for somebody standing on the sidelines watching it for sure.
Yeah, I told them after the game that could be the turning point of our year. Some people grew up, and we needed that.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it takes getting hit in the mouth to make you wake up a little bit, and I think we're all on the same page now.
Right. Well, Coach, just anything else you want to say about this week?
Let's just get to Friday, man.
Right.
Let's just get to Friday and keep everybody healthy.
All right. Hey, guys, good luck this week. Hope you pull out a win and take this trophy back home.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for everything y'all do.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, man.
All right. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We want to again thank Green Top for having us today. And when we come back, Brian Hale will be interviewing the Dora coach, Bart Lockhart, and a few of his players as well. See you in just a moment.
Hi everybody, we're back now with the Dora Bulldogs. Head coach Bart Lockhart has brought several of his senior leaders in for today. Coach, why don't you introduce the guys that you brought with you today and their year. Of course, they're all seniors, and what position they play?
They're all seniors. Jamal, he plays receiver and DB for us, Jamal Harris. Ike Jose plays running back and outside linebacker for us. Bubba Henderson plays offensive defensive line. And Brady Spradlin handles all of our kicking game.
All righty, well, Coach, you guys, both you and Corner had a week off, but specifically looking to you guys, do you feel that it came a really good time, not only from the injury standpoint, but to maybe look at various things that you guys needed to work on and other philosophies maybe? What do you think?
I think it was great timing for us. Like you said, it gave us some time to get a few guys healthy, and then it also gave us some time to go back and focus on some things we needed to focus on to get better at without having to be in the middle of a game week and prepping for that.
Guys, are you in agreement with your coach? You guys kind of needed that step back moment to not only heal up some injuries and refresh yourself, but also take a good look at you guys all as a team and one of the things that you're maybe not doing well and need to improve on?
Yes, I actually think that we really needed this week off so we can get our minds together, get back in positive vibes, and just focus on us all together as a team.
Go ahead, Jamal.
I like to agree with Ike. I think it was a good off week because it was like a good refocus moment for us as a team, to come back together.
Yeah, the bye week, it was nice. We got a couple injured guys back, so we're back at full strength, so it's nice.
Brady didn't have the vocal component like his daddy does he? Well, Coach, I know Bubba just alluded to some of the injuries coming back. I know that's got to be even a much bigger happy point for you is anytime that you can get guys back on the depth chart, it certainly helps.
Helps us with our depth some, but the main thing is the focus. Getting them back is great, but we had a lot of areas we needed to improve also, and so them coming back could help in some of those areas, and then also we had a lot of things we needed to fix and get better at.
Well, looking at Corner overall, much like you all, they've suffered injuries this year, but at the same time, they've kind of had to plug guys in and kind of had, learning on the go. When you look at some of the stuff that you've seen, not only from the film last year, but also this year, what have you uncovered and seen from them?
I think that our teams are very similar in a lot of ways, from injuries to how we do things. Coach Clemons and his staff does a great job. They're going to be prepared. They're going to be ready to go. And so we look forward to hopefully bringing our game and having a good competitive football game because we haven't played one of those in a couple weeks.
Well, obviously, this is something that Weister did last year, and it's kind of symbolic. The County Line Clash, you guys are only 6 miles apart from each other. There's so many times that the guys from both communities have had to play each other over the years. So it's symbolic, and of course, this year, it's in Horace Roberts Stadium. So I know that's going to be huge, and this being your third time playing as well, or coaching in this game, It's come to symbolize a big atmosphere, has it not?
It has. They're a quality team, and we want to be a quality team. We're working to be a quality team. So I hope that we can come out and play with some energy and play with some passion, and it being a rivalry game and it being at home. I hope that our fans are energized and we have a good atmosphere to play in.
Guys, what does the corner game come to mean to you for the past couple of years that you've played? Obviously, the intensity is wrapped up a whole lot more, but it's two communities that are close. What do you guys mean to it?
I mean, it's a rivalry game, but when I know that we about to play corner, it boosts the level up, make you want to play harder. That's pretty much it.
The corner game to me, it's always been a hype game, a very physical game. I mean, we always go out there for the last 3 years, got after each other. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a fun rival game to have.
Yeah, the game against corner is always real physical, and it's always loud and crazy. It's just a fun game to be a part of and compete.
As they said, it's a rivalry game, and it's always fun to play against the rivals, especially if you can beat them. So that's what we're going to try to do.
Well, Coach, I know you're going to be looked for also in the region standings. I know this game is going to be pivotal, so I know you're looking for a good effort on Friday night from your guys, and hope that the stands are packed and crowded for what will be one great matchup.
It's going to be a big game.
Absolutely. Well, guys, anything else that y'all would like to add before we cut away to our next segment? No? Well, good luck. Best of luck on Friday night, guys. Hopefully everybody will show out and pack it out. So we also want to thank, once again, Tony Hedrick. Tony Hedrick and his staff here at Green Top have been extremely good to us. I know they're very big supporters of both of these teams, and I know you guys love to come on down here and chow down because it's some of the best ever, is it not?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, we will be back in just a few moments with our staff picks, so stay tuned.
Welcome back in, guys. James Phillips, joined now by Brian Hale, Jeffrey Winborn, and Jonathan Bentley, and we're going to give you our picks for this week. We're here at Green Top. Want to remind you, definitely come by throughout the week. Come by on Friday night, especially before this game with Dora and Corner playing each other. They're both right here, so this is a hometown restaurant for both those schools. Come by and get some barbecue before the game or get some wings, but come early because it's going to get crowded, right, Brian?
Yes, it will.
Okay, let's start out on DMEPrepZone.com. We've already got our list of games for the week. You can go there, you find out different information leading up to the game, including everything as well as even travel directions to the game. So we've got you covered with all that. First game, Winston County at Aliceville, guys. I think we got to go Aliceville in this one.
Got to. I think pretty much everybody's figured out all you got to do to stop Winston County, shut down Owens, and I think Aliceville does it easy.
Yeah, I agree. Winston County, that's really all they've got, and if they can shut him down, they should handle them pretty easily.
Yeah, Winston County scored 12 points the last 2 games, and Aliceville is, a different beast. So
yeah,
going Aliceville.
All right, hey, Summerton Christian is hosting Tarrant. The Eagles pick up their first win of the season last week. But really, looking at the stats, it's surprising they picked up that first win over Meek. I'm going Tarrant in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tarrant too. I think Tarrant's definitely up from what we've seen the past couple of years, so I'm going to give it to them.
I agree. I think Summerton Christian, I'm happy they got that win last week, but quite frankly, it's probably going to be their only win of the season. Tarrant's going to win this one.
Yeah, Tarrant, they have one win, but this is a pretty good team. They hammered Winston County. They'll take care of Summerton Christian.
Yeah.
All right, Winfield at Oakman. This should be a good ball game. Oakman coming off a loss to Cordova. I think the Wildcats get back on track and they pick up a win against a pretty good Winfield team.
Well, Winfield is actually a little bit down from what we've seen the past couple of years. I think Oakman gets back on track on this one. I think they win it, and they win it at least by a touchdown at the very least. So I'm gonna take Oakman.
Yeah, everything. I mean, that game last week, we've said all season long, Cordova's better than what their record was. And that rivalry game, always some weird things happen in it. I don't think it's a knock on Oakman. They're still a really good football team, and they're going to get back on track.
I'm taking Winfield.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we have never, I can't remember the last time we had a team beat Winfield, except for when Cordova was really good. So until something happens, I'm going to pick Winfield.
And everybody across the county just let out a boo at Jonathan Bennett. All right, how about Meek at Brilliant? This is got to be a close game, but I think I'm picking Brilliant. They've hung in there in a few games.
But considering that Brilliant, I've seen them in quite a.
All right, guys, next game we've got Meek at Brilliant. Got to be a close game. Both these teams struggle every week, but I think Brilliant takes the win.
Brilliant is actually much better than they have been in previous years, so I'm going to definitely go Brilliant.
Meek is kind of like some other teams in our area. Until they show me that they know how to win, I can't pick them. And so, I mean, Brilliant's going to win this one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Meek won, but I can't pick a 0-6. That just, they too many mistakes. They could cut those down. They might win this game, but I'll go with Brilliant. It's in Marion County too, so.
Another game we've got that's probably similar to Meek and Brilliant is Berry at Lynn. Lynn played really well last week against Waterloo. Probably should have won that game. I think the Bears get back on track. They pick up a win this week over a Berry team that's probably going to be outmatched.
Well, JB, how many points is it that Lynn could be a one-loss team?
I think it's 5 points.
5 points, except for Pickens County, that they've lost to overall this year in all these games. And they're much better than their record, so I'm definitely going Lynn in this one.
I agree. Lynn's a good football team, and I'm a big believer in home field advantage, as I'll touch on a little later as well, and I think Lynn's going to win.
Yeah, I'm going Lynn. I mean, this is a good team. They're 2-3. That's kind of deceiving, though. They should take care of Berry.
All right, hey, Curry and Haleville, another couple teams who are struggling this season. Curry couldn't get the win last week when I picked them over Hanceville, so I'm going against the Yellow Jackets this week. Haleville gets this win.
Haleville by a wide margin.
Yeah, kind of like me. This is the other team I was talking about. Until Curry can show me that they can win, I can't pick them. They're not going to win this one either.
Yeah, I agree with all y'all. Haleyville, pretty easily.
All right, hey, this one's going to be a close one. I think we may have some differences of opinions here. Lamar County at Carbon Hill. Both teams kind of struggling. I'm going with Carbon Hill. I think they pick this one up at home.
And I'm going to agree with you. I think that things have begun to kind of, ever since that opening game, have kind of begun to trend a little bit more upward for Carbon Hill. They played a great game against Carbon Hill. It was mainly the big plays in the second half that got them. But I think along with the week off, I think adjustments that they've made have certainly helped out. I'm going to go Carbon Hill.
You stole my thunder a little bit because I was going to go back to that opening game as well. Carbon Hill, they showed us what they can do. Mm-hmm. Now, if they can sustain that for an entire game, I think Carbon Hill could be a good team. Mm-hmm. So if the week off, if they can get on track and carry that momentum over and sustain it, they'll win this one.
Lamar County.
Lamar County
going against Jonathan Bentley. He's going against all of our local teams this week.
Prove me wrong. I mean, Carbon Hill's won one game, and if they could duplicate what they did that week, maybe they could win another, but they haven't yet. So.
The problem is you're not going to answer the phone calls when they call. They're going to be getting to me, and I've got to tell them, I'm sorry the guy don't know what he's talking about. All right.
I don't. That's true.
Another close game. Colbert County at Addison. This is a big game. Could be for this region championship. I think the Bulldogs have made that turn, and I think Addison wins this game.
This was a game that I really had to struggle on picking. I'm going to say, just because it's at home, I'm going to say Addison takes this one. I think they are both extremely close in terms of a whole lot of the way they match up. Yeah. But I'm going to go with Addison this one, just on home field advantage alone.
Look, Addison, they struggled a little bit for a couple weeks there, but I'm still a big believer in that team. It's too much depth, too much talent. They got good coaching, and again, going back to the home field advantage, I think Addison's going to win this one. It'll be close, though.
So I went against Oakman and Carbon Hill at home, but I'm going with Addison at home. They're just, I mean, can you imagine if they had 3 losses this early in the season?
Yeah.
This doesn't happen.
You're a Winston County homer, evidently. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You don't care about the Walker County schools. All right, how about Jasper, number 1 in the state, traveling to West Point, and could Jasper have a hangover from the game of the century last week? I don't think they're going to have one that bad. I think the Vikings win this game pretty easy.
Man, I really struggled this one. No, I did not. Jasper all the way. Easy.
Jasper could have a hangover from last week and still win this game by a huge margin.
Yeah, they have the 2 weeks coming up. They kind of need that after going through that battle last week, and this should be a runaway, maybe another shutout.
Yeah, this is probably one of those games where the number 2s will get in there and get some pretty good playing time, hopefully.
Number 3s might even.
Yeah, and even the 3s. All right, game of the week, county line clash. It's Corner traveling to Dora, and it should be a huge game. Both these teams need a win. Both these teams desperately need a region win. Let's start on Jonathan's end. Let's see where he's going.
I was going to wait till y'all picked.
No.
I think I'm going to go Corner. I know they have a lot of injuries, but they've been really close. And I think this will be a low-scoring game, too. I mean, last week I think it was 14-7 last time they played Hamilton. But I just think Corner's got too much, even with the injuries.
So he's just picking against all the Walker County teams.
Right. Evidently there's something that Jonathan doesn't like against Walker County. Yeah.
Well, Cordova's not playing. I would have picked them this week. Yeah.
All right. I think I've seen Dora play. I've been in that stadium. Both these teams started off really strong. They've struggled the last 3 weeks. It's going to be close, but again, I'm a big believer in home field advantage and how that can help a team. I think Dora's going to win this one, but it's going to be extremely close.
I'm going to just go on home field advantage. I think Dora being at home in Horace Roberts Stadium is going to be the catalyst in this. If it was back at Corner, I would probably go Corner in this one, but I think home field's going to carry a lot, and I'm giving Dora the advantage on this, home field advantage.
Right. You know, this game really could go either way. I think it's going to come down to somebody's going to make a mistake, and I feel like maybe that mistake's going to be made because maybe somebody's playing in a new position or something like that. I think last year Corner wins this game. Dora's got something to prove. Dora wins the game at home. I think they take away this trophy, and the Bulldogs win the county line clash. So I was surprised. I really thought all you guys might go Corner.
Really?
Yeah. I was wanting to be the hero for the Bulldogs, but didn't get to do that. So good. All right, let's not even talk about college football today. This is all about high school football, and then we've got a lot of barbecue and wings to eat. So we'll wait and let everybody watch our wrap-up show on Saturday morning to hear what our thoughts are on college football this week.
War Eagle.
Yeah, I know. You can see Brian's all decked out in Auburn.
War Eagle.
He's an Alabama fan, but he hates the Florida Gators. So here's this outfit.
War Eagle.
Guys, anything else before we go?
That's it.
Jonathan, you want to say your apologies now to the Walker County schools, or you want to wait until next week?
Did I pick a Walker County school?
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
As far as the county, I don't know. Prove me wrong. That's all I got. And I'm also been terrible at picking games this year.
Yeah.
Period.
All right. Well, hey, until next time, for all these guys, I'm James Phillips. We'll see you guys at the football fields Friday night.